pile driving activity. So we have the Weeks 533 crane. It is one of the largest cranes on the East Coast, and it is currently driving one of our production pile for the new bridge foundation. So we are at the location of one of the future piers, the main pylons for the new bridge, and we are driving the pile. That is a steel pipe pile. That pile is 8 foot in diameter and over 200 feet in length. It is 1.5 inches thick, and we are driving that down until we are able to reach the solid soil that is below the surface of the water. And so we have to go pretty deep because we have some very challenging conditions out on the river. In addition to the activity where we are driving the production pile for the new bridge, we also have some temporary trestle being installed, and so on the other side there we have some pile that are already in place. The large land-based crane is able to get out onto the newly constructed trestle and start constructing even more trestle and working its way out. The idea of the temporary construction trestle is allow the contractor to easily access all the future pier locations that are out on the water. So eventually that trestle will be constructed all the way out to where we're driving the large production pile right now.
So what happens with the piling? So you're doing you're drilling these down, but it's not going to sit on that. You have to build something and let it down.
Right. So we'll drive these piles to the predetermined and engineered length. Once they're installed and completely installed, and we're done driving all the pile, at this location we have 45 pile that have to go in just for the footing for the bridge. Once that happens, we're then able to construct the concrete footing that will go and encapsulate the tops of those piles, and then we can start working our way up out of the river. Again, this is one of the main pylons. So this pylon has 2 towers, and each of those towers extend over 600 feet above the surface of the water.
In layman's terms, those are the things that hold the bridge up, right?
That's right. The main pylon are the main pier supports for the new bridge.
What's the timeline for people to see major construction, pieces coming from both sides of the river for the new bridge?
The first thing we need to do is we have a lot of pile that we need to drive. So you don't get to see a lot. You see a little bit of steel sticking above the water. That will take about 12 months in order to do that work. After that, we can work on those concrete footings, and then we'll be able to start coming up out of the water. That work is intensive in itself. For the main pylons, we can only pour it in 20-foot sections, so we'll have 31 separate, distinct pours that we need to do in order to top out at over 600 feet.
So you were saying yesterday that how in June you hope to have 100% design, and then the next construction phase begins. Is that what you're talking about? Can you explain what starts in June?
Yeah. So right now we're able to do these early work packages and get the contractor working while we're still working on design and estimating the final construction cost for the project. So we hope to be able to reach that agreement with the contractor in the next couple of months, which would then allow us to fully enter into the construction phase of the project, which would then allow us to start with or further continue the construction of these piers. So the work that's happening behind us is instrumental to advancing that schedule. So that's why we've started it while we're still in design, to enable us to continue to reach that schedule while we still negotiate the cost and schedule with the contractor.
Is that when this comes down as well? The old part of the bridge?
Yes. So the contractor was able to start with demolition of the former bridge in July of this last year. They finished in January, but you will obviously notice that there are still portions of the former bridge behind us. that is the portion that was over the water, and so that required a different type of equipment than we needed for the land-based stuff. So because we have an alignment of the new bridge that isn't in conflict with the portions that are over water, we were able to defer the removal of the former bridge until the construction phase of our contract.
So in June is when you're expecting to have the completion of the design, 100% completion of the design. And is that when we'll know more about the price tag for this new bridge?
That's right. So we're working on the estimating and negotiation over the next couple months. So that's where we'll be able to have the agreed upon cost and schedule for the bridge.
Is it typical to take this long for the design phase and the estimation without the price?
It's actually not typical. We're actually doing it much faster than your normal project. So what we've accomplished in 14 months, going from the 0% design, bringing on the contractor, to getting to 70% design, where we can work on negotiating and estimating it, that is breakneck speed essentially. Other projects that typically would be a 5-7 year process.
You have another milestone coming up in April, don't you? Like a significant step in the process that you were talking about yesterday?
I think I mentioned in April we'll be bringing out a second crane that is similar to the one that is at work behind us, and that'll be working on the main pylon on the north side of the project.
Hearing a lot of noise from Washington about this project taking too long, and this is what we keep hearing from the White House. Where are we in the process? Has the federal government slowed any of the work?
No, the federal our partners at Federal Highway Administration have been a great partner in this project from the start of the emergency through all of the work that we've progressed to this point. We continue to work with them and collaborate with them on the ways to expedite the delivery of this project, as well as do our best to keep the cost as low as possible.
Can I lean on you and then you can lean on me?
Yep. All right. Thank you. Sorry.
Thanks for taking time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate
just make
it.
sure I'm wording it right.
I can take the mic from you really quick. Thank
We'll
you.
start seeing these come down. Or construction begins, so I guess it depends.
I'm not sure whose mic this is.
My guess is.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but your mom
starts in June. Perfect. All right.
All of this work going on at the final design of the bridge is still not yet. It's easier with my phone because I have the bigger
Foxford Group was given a unique look at the ongoing reconstruction of the water to Foxford Group was given a unique Foxford Group was given a unique Foxford Group was given a unique opportunity to look at the reconstruction of the bridge. Foxford Group was given a unique opportunity to look at the ongoing reconstruction of the bridge.
You're not doing anything.
That's not how
I was explaining to Fox 45 horizontal as well, that you would like stress certain pile to the point that it's not like you have to damage this one. How much can it take?
We didn't damage it. But we still remember.
Right.
They were all going out there.
Yeah. You gotta stress it.
Well, yeah.
I like that shot right there.
31 of those pilots will pull that bridge up.
45.
45.
Yeah. At each of those two main pilots. Then we start to get less.
So you have to drill 45 to look at the water.
This way. You just want to see the jacket. But you keep talking.
Yeah, you have to drive 45 at each of those two locations, so 90 in total just there. And they drive, they can drive about one a day if they get it. But what we can't see out there is that because it's a barge-based operation, you drive each maybe two or three, and then you gotta get the tons to rebuild. So you got to pull up all your spuds.
500 tons hammer.
No, it's 800 kilojoules. How much it weighs?
So it was 500,000 pounds of bridge, right?
Yeah, 500 ton.
500 ton.
Yeah.
What's the largest bridge on the East Coast?
Yeah, on the rotational thing.
Mic check 1 2, check check check. Mic check 1 2, check 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 check. Okay, yep. Sorry, Chris. So just FYI, that's a one and 1A and 1B are on the far side. They're not next to the door. 3 and 4 by the. Okay.